This is a tour of my neighborhood I grew up in. Back down there is 3500 block of roof. It's Dr. Bowie's mansion. Sally Bowie's daddy. Okay, that's Texas Southern University over there. L.E. Mitchell, son of the family. And as we head down Tier Wester, here in H-Town, 3rd Ward, passing the Dr. Bowie, A.E. Bowie's house, built back in 1950. Anyway, just had to take a tour of how it used to be. I walked to elementary school this way, straight down. About a half mile was the nursery school I attended before I started school. Now this is Sally Bowie's studio. A lot of y'all remember it. We used to dance in there. A lot of you took tap dancing. We used to have parties in there. And this is what it is now. It's some kind of bookstore and rent apartments or something out of there. But anyway, and one of the original dormitories, girls' dormitories at Texas Southern. But what I really want to show you is we are on Tier Wester. There's Rosewood, Major King's truck. Anyway, as I step onto the Texas Southern campus, still on Tier Wester, but not anymore. It's part of the campus. But anyway, this is Wheeler. Used to be Wheeler. And I remember we protested, Texas Southern students, a bunch of us protested to close it, because close Wheeler from Ennis all the way to, I would say, Canfield Oaks, really Sampson, because had a lot of traffic just coming down through the main thoroughfare. But anyway, right here, this is the new Texas Southern Library. And many of you recall that the Groovy Grill used to be right here. The Groovy Grill. We could sit on the cut at the Groovy and watch the new students come in to campus. We could pretty much know who was gonna last and who wasn't. I'll just leave that at that. But anyway, as we go back this way, the Groovy was right there. Groovy Grill, that was a restaurant. You could buy food, you could park in the parking lot and they'd come out and take care of you, or you could have a beer or a mixed drink. Back then you could bring your liquor in and get a setup, ice and cups. A lot of you guys remember that. Ladies too. But anyway, as we walk down what used to be Wheeler, this is where the Prince building used to be. And it was a 2-story building. This is still a library. That's me and the, but anyway, go down here. It ain't about me. Get out of the mirror. But anyway, as we pass this library, you can see right there, this used to be the Prince building. 2-story. We had barbershop. Upstairs we had Kyle Taylor. We had a photograph place. We had a washateria. Well, that's a laundry, but in Texas they say washateria. Anyway, and a couple other things I can't think of right now. Kyle Taylor, watched here, and photograph place. But anyway, as we head toward where the YMCA used to be, and we pass the Neal, Marvin Duhick and Neal's house, Marcella, May, Barbara Jean, Arva. This is Cobb Street, where you see that police car. This used to be Cobb Street, long street. It went from Wheeler all the way down, I think, to Cleburne or maybe Alabama. But anyway, a lot of families lived down there. Land, Carolyn and Carlton Land, Bobby Booley Williams. The Neals lived there for a while, the Trimmers. Walter Woodard, Butchie Boy, Dodo, Leotis Durham, Archie Durham. All of those guys lived down that way, you know. But anyway, just to name a couple. And as we head past here on Cobb, many of you remember the Varsity Drug. We used to stop here coming from school, Yates. A lot of us, young high school kids, play the jukebox, have a cherry coke or whatever, play around. Right here on this corner was the Varsity Drug Store. And then as you walked about 10 yards at the most, 5 yards, was the barbecue pit, Monroe Barbecue Pit. Mr. Monroe, he sat in there with his cigar. I don't know how he stayed in business, because nobody hardly bought the barbecue, but he was in business. And then right on this corner of Sampson and Wheeler was the Dairy Cup. Mr. Mitchell Hilliard, as I recall, owned the Dairy Cup initially, and then it went through a bunch of other hands. But anyway, that was the Dairy Cup. And then this new dormitory, Texas Southern, all this is TSU now. Now this is how they can plan ahead to bust a community up. You think that, what do you call it? Gentrification? This is another, for real, eminent domain, the state. This is all in the plan. But it was a nice neighborhood that I grew up in. I could walk, and now this big building, all of that, is a new dormitory they built where our YMCA used to be. It used to be, they built a brand new YMCA here, right here on this corner. Sampson and Wheeler. They built a brand new YMCA in 1956, I think it was. Right here, we had a swimming pool, gymnasium, game room. Game room had a pool table, ping pong table, and there were rooms for individuals to stay and live, but they never did occupy them until at the end, when they were about to close the Y. Brand new Y they built for black folk, called Separate Will Equal, was in full bloom. And that's how much they wanted to keep everybody separate. I think the Mexicans had a Y with identical floor plan. And it's still over there off of 610 Loop here in Houston. And then all of this was the Y. We had a baseball field. We played Little League baseball. It's TSU dormitory now. Yes, sir. That's it. All of this property used to be the Y. And right about here seemed like that was the entrance to it. But anyway, now here's the Catholic Center. I remember the Grand Oaks used to be here. A lot of people don't remember that. But I think it was there in first year in high school. Anyway, we went to the prom, and after the prom, we came here. Me and Carlos and some more people, Carlos Ghost Jordan, and we ate dinner. I think Marty was with us, Marty Hilliard, and can't think of the other Catherine Thomas or something like that. A couple more other people. But anyway, NASA Catholic Newman Center, TSU. And so I just wanted to say how the neighborhood, what we grew up in, was and what it is now. You know, and if I go back down this way, as a matter of fact, show you how close I used to be to high school. Right through there, you can see a building. That's the new Yates. They tore down the second Yates. That's the third Yates facing Alabama. The Yates we went to back then in the day faced Samson, right back there. But anyway, I'm glad I could do this, get it on the recording. A lot of y'all have moved away, and some of you can remember how it used to be in the hood. We had a nice community, but that's gone in the name of education, and that's about the size of it. I kind of think they could have gone north. There's a lot of space that way, but that would have destroyed the CUNY homes, government projects. They're still there. They really improved those projects. They're really nice now. Still got a few regulars ride their bikes like that, and they don't need no mask. What mask? But anyway, still hanging in there. Yeah, there's a couple of quail. They don't have their mask on either. So it's about the size of it. I want to do this in less than 15 minutes, but straight down there is where Yates used to be on Samson. 3500 block of Wheeler, 3800 block of Samson. All right. I'm gonna cut out about right here, but you can get an idea of what it is now. Heading on back toward the crib.